because despite your differences, you and Jason are still brothers.
You really don't have to play the brother card, Carly, because I already made the decision. I made the decision not to press charges.
Good, because Jason needs to be there for Danny tomorrow.
Yeah? Maybe he should have thought of that before he committed another felony.
I told him the same thing. Look, I know you're upset, understandably. I'm gonna go so you can get some rest.
You're not going to ask why Jason attacked me?
That's between the two of you. I don't need to get involved.
I mean, you're always involved, Carly, especially when it comes to Jason. So go ahead, admit it. You came here to ask me not to press charges.
Because Jason needs to be at Sam's funeral tomorrow.
Okay, well then I'll wait till after the service and then I'll press charges. Is that all right? Thought so.
I didn't say anything.
Yeah, when it comes to Jason, you don't need to. You will take his side. You will stand by him no matter what.
No, I still hold him accountable.
Since when? You see, this is why we needed to split up. Carly, because you'll take his side. You'll take his side over me, over anyone.
You never gave me a chance to prove you wrong.
Because our relationship was over the second he came back to Port Charles. And now, Jason attacked me, Carly, unprovoked, with our children upstairs, and you're still defending him. You always will.
Happened. But from what I understand, it wasn't unprovoked.
Did Jason say that I provoked him?
He said you deserved it.
Right. And what Jason says is gospel.
Jason doesn't act without reason. Certainly not like this. Which means you must have given him a really good one.
What up, y'all? This your boy Ace here, and woke up to Afternoons Delight. Let's get to it, you guys. So we was talking about Carly in the last video being with Jason and how Jason was tight-lipped to Carly about the reason why he attacked Drew the way he did. And we know the reason why, because we know Carly likes to take matters into her own hands. Even when it comes to her grown son like Michael, she will still act like he's a little boy and fight his battles for him. And Michael's trying to handle this a different way where it doesn't look like he wants to lash out at Willow. So it looks like he wants to take this to a different level where he kind of just wants a quiet divorce and then kind of just move on. And I think Jason did it for him to kind of like, look, I'll do this for you. I'll suppress your anger on the Drew for you. That way you don't go to jail or anything like that. I'll be the one to go to jail if that happens. So I think that's what Jason was doing. But so Carly goes to Drew. He was just meeting with Rick right before then. Rick is meeting with Jason right now, so we're going to go over that in the next video. But Carly went over there to kind of see if she could fix things. And, you know, so this was an interesting conversation because, you know, Carly and Drew went together. So it was like, it still seemed like Drew was bringing up the fact that she felt like, he felt like Carly was always taking Jason's side or being there for Jason more than him and all this other stuff. So it seemed like Carly knew, like, the purpose of Carly going over there and seeing what she could do. Now, Drew was upfront about what he plans on doing with the situation with Jason. And, you know, Carly did bring up the fact, like, hey, look, this is the night before Sam's funeral and all this other stuff. I think she brought that up to Jason as well. I might be getting my stories mixed up here, but she kind of brought that up there. But it sounded like, you know, that Carly wanted to at least let Jason get through the funeral before the cops came. But it sounded like Drew said, no, I'm not going to go that far with it. But it all depends on Jason and how he handled this because, you know, but the thing about Drew was he also didn't give the information for why that happened to him. He didn't even tell Carly that he slept with Willow either. So I think, well, here's the thing. The relationship between Drew and Michael's a little bit different than the relationship between Drew and Jason. A little bit more bitterness between him and Jason than it is with Michael. And I think that maybe there's a part of Drew that's like, I don't need to tell Carly what happened between us either. So, and him being a public figure, he just really wants, like I said in the other videos, but like all Drew really wants is just to have Jason keep quiet on this. He doesn't want this getting out there that he was involved in a scandal or an affair with Willow. So, the thing is with Carly, man, can he trust Carly? And I think that's how he hasn't told her yet about them sleeping together. I think that's what Drew was thinking in his head, like, I can't trust Carly either. So it sounds like Carly doesn't really need to take care of anything because everything's being kind of taken care of between Rick, Jason, and Drew right now. So, you know, she was able to kind of just leave it alone. But I was bringing up in the last video, so when the truth gets out there to more people, will Joss, because we know Joss is just like Carly, because I think Brock TV brought this up on his video as well, will Joss expose Willow in the public? Like, that could happen. That could happen. Because remember, Lulu did that back in the day with Nicholas, and Brock TV was making us remember that too, when Lulu did that with Elizabeth. Remember when Elizabeth slept with Nicholas? And I remember that when, you know, Lulu spoke up in front of everybody too. So I'll never forget that. They should replay that. We always talking about what souls haven't done before, or the things that they have done maybe one time, a long time ago. Like, this would be a good time for GH to kind of run that back, because they haven't did that, like, when was that, like 20 years ago when they did that? Yeah, I think that was like 20 years ago. So, yeah, they don't need to run that. So we'll see what happens, y'all, with this whole situation. We need to get to Jason and Rick. Very good scene to end the show, man. Go ahead and give this video a like, share, subscribe. Give me your thoughts in the comment section below about this. Thank y'all for watching this one. Afternoons Delight.